Welcome to 2 nights in Surfers Paradise, Saturday and Sunday night in March. March is autumn in Queensland. I think you'll agree the weather's pretty nice. We actually got an Uber in. To be honest, we should have got the tram because it turned out there was an event on which I didn't check for, and it turned out there was a triathlon, which meant a lot of the streets were just blocked off and we couldn't get there easily. But luckily we had a super amazing Uber driver who took us round the back streets and knew exactly where he was going, and we got there without too much hassle. Sovereign on the Gold Coast are apartments, about a 10 to 15 minute walk to Cavill Avenue, which is right in the heart of Surfers. You can also get a tram there, it's just 2 stops, and the tram is about 30 metres from the Sovereign front door. The reception area was welcoming, clean, and it always smelled good. And the receptionist was lovely. I really couldn't fault her. Following my trusty Sherpa husband up the North Tower to see what our new suite is like. Sauna. Ooh. I was actually quite excited about the idea of the sauna, but I was to be disappointed. Do you think you just do that? Yes, you do. Ooh. Oh wait, is that a single bed? Oh no. Oh, phew. Well, it is a single bed, but it's an extra single bed. Phew. That would have been terrible. A panic attack there where I thought that we were both going to be trying to share a single bed or asking for a cot. Here we are in the bathroom. Now, this spa bath was not a disappointment. It was, in fact, lovely. It's reasonably clean. It's a little bit chipped, tired here, chipped. And the spa bath does work. We have lived off. Okay, so there were areas of the room that were a bit chipped and a bit tired, but it really didn't bother me. It was a nice, spacious, bright room overall. We found the plug, and this is my favourite thing in the world when they give you the teeny tiny bottles. I hate it when they give you the big ones and refill them. Happy with that. They did have an older style hairdryer, the ones that are pretty slow, but I don't blow dry my hair anyway, so just letting you know they do have a hairdryer. Extra blankets and extra pillows. And an ironing board. Everything looks quite clean. Oh, there's a television in here too. Look, telly in here too. Lamps. Oh, it's a little bit crunchy looking. Looks nice and clean. The bed was reasonably soft, reasonably comfortable. Oh, very nice. It's not much of a view, but that's all right. It's lovely to have a balcony. Oh, this one's even better. Straight view to the sea. There we go. Surfers Paradise. We made it. Okay, it's the waterfall down below in the pool. How nice. Our overall impression of the suite was that it was nice and clean, spacious, probably a little tired, maybe could use a freshen up. The air conditioning was great, it worked really well, it was powerful. There was only one air conditioner, which meant at night you had to leave the sliding doors open to the bedroom if you wanted the air in there. That wasn't a problem because it is autumn and we were on our own anyway, and there's also a powerful fan above the bed. Not sure if it might become an issue if you had kids and if it was in the height of summer. There's a dishwasher. Oh, there is a kettle. Doing the kettle check. I have heard horror stories about kettles, but actually only from vloggers, now that I come to think of it. And it does come with washing up liquid and a few little, what is it, Zoetic? Oh, you've got a black tea. Go ahead. And there's some sugar and some international roast. It's alright, you can have one of my caramel or chai lattes. And there's little pretend milks there. One other thing to note perhaps is that the apartments are on a main road. There is a lot of traffic noise. However, the windows did a great job of keeping most of it out. It didn't bother us at all, but just letting you know. And so we decided to go down and have a look at the facilities.
Doors closing. Please mind the doors.
Shame that restaurant's closed. The pool did look inviting. We didn't get a chance to use it, but it did look really nice. Quite a nice pool. So I have to interrupt the scheduled programme because I don't have video footage of inside the sauna. The 2 times I tried to go in there was kids in there and there was a young lady there with a phone, and I just wasn't going to film people's children or a teenager. I tried to avoid filming people up close and personal if I can. The sauna was actually a good size, and the coals it was a nice big bucket of those electric coals that you pour water on. However, you could not get it to heat up. The heat was it was 20 degrees lower than it should have been. Kids kept coming in and out. Not their fault, they're just curious. The issue is that the management, the hotel, needs to put a card entry only lock. It's dead simple. Do a tap so that only adults can get in, at least easily. The other thing was there was water poured all over the floor, and it was sodden with water, squelchy with water. This wasn't just people pouring water on coals. This would have been kids. Again, it's not their fault. Kids are curious. I like no problem with children, but sometimes they just can't be somewhere, and that's not their fault. Again, it's just management. Management needs to make it I think, a tap for an adult, and it needs just a little sign saying adults only. Most people follow signs, so that would sort the problem out. The other issue is the outside spa. The spa pool was absolutely chock full of children, night and day. Again, I like kids, but I'm not sitting in a pee-filled pool with eight strange children. So I'm sure they'd think I was a strange adult too. So just add an extra pool, and again, make it a tap to open the gate and put adults only on the sign. That's what I would do if it was my apartment complex, which it's not, so whatever. Now, to return to our previously scheduled programming. And that takes us into the gym. The gym was fine. It's what you would expect from a hotel or apartments type gym. It was somewhere you could go and exercise while you were on your wee holiday. It was fine. Right then, do you want to go for a wee walk? Here we are, we're about to walk into Surfers Paradise along the Esplanade. It's very popular even on a less than optimal day. You can see the flags are out. You're supposed to swim between the flags. Walking along the Esplanade, which is a nice walk into the heart of Surfers, you can see that there are electric bikes, line bikes I think they're called, and you can see there was a lot of traffic, a lot of police, a lot of things going on because of the
helicopters on the Gold Coast, isn't there? Just a helicopter.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Gosh, we picked a day for it, didn't we? Picked a day for it, didn't I? Shh, don't tell anyone.
This place looked quite good, but it lived up to its name. There was a lot of very loud music. So we went further along and we ended up in the Central restaurant, which was quite good. The food was reasonable, the service was okay, and it wasn't super costly. I enjoyed my barramundi.
Chicken burger with
Schnitzel burger.
schnitzel burger. And I ordered the barramundi special. I have to say, it does look nice. There we go. It's an old one. It was put up by Joe Bjelke Peterson and Raptus Development. Yeah, it's been there a long, long time. And down there, is that where the buses are? Down there? I think that might be the bus station down there. Maybe not.
I and many others call these trams. I think the proper name for them is light rail. They keep trying to make us call them G-Link, but we're not having that.
A few years ago, we found the best Thai meal we'd ever had in here. There's loads of mantras. We stayed in that one for your birthday a couple of years ago. I've been in there, the Clock Hotel, years ago. And then that is the Chevron Renaissance.
I believe this coffee shop was called Bar Italia. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. The service was excellent and so was my
It looks
latte.
nice. People watching.
Between ourselves, we sometimes refer to the surfers as the Benidorm of the Gold Coast. You can sort of see why. Look, it can be tacky and it is a tourist trap, but it's also fantastic fun and honestly a fabulous weekend. Definitely worth a visit if you're in Queensland and you can get here. And wait till you see the
Cavilla.
beaches.
Oh, Cavill Lane, Surfers Paradise. And this is the main drag, middle of surfers. The ubiquitous Starbucks.
Now, as we didn't pop into Time Zone this time, I thought I'd share some old footage. This is from about 2 years ago. It was Mick's birthday and we dropped into Time Zone because it's a good laugh. So this will give you a little bit of an idea. Excuse the very basic phone quality, but it gives you a bit of an idea of what you might see when you get into Time Zone.
Guzmani Gomez is okay. I feel like the burritos are kind of brick-like. Goodness gracious, they go up, don't they? Is that any good? Kitty O, how do you pronounce it? Kitty O'Shea, is it any good? And then here is it a bit further up?
What?
The Wahlbergs one?
I think it's in the building here. If you go in, I don't know.
No, that's TGI Fridays. Yeah, it might be a bit further along. TGI Fridays. Paradise Centre.
Let's go for a walk on a world famous beach, a renowned beauty spot and famous tourist
We might have to
attraction.
walk down to get to the beach. It's pretty much a world renowned beach. Surfers. What's that way up in the distance up there? Is that Burley? Maybe? Maybe. Cooley?
Surfers Paradise Beach speaks for itself really. You can see why it's a popular spot.
No. Ah! Oh God, it's cold. No. Cold. That little one there. Now the Surf Regency used to be one of the highest places here. The wharf. I've set Mick off for another walk because I'm knackered.
A glimpse of a bygone era, gentler times. That's what Cavell Avenue looked like the year before I was born. I popped across for a bottle of water and a coffee while I was waiting for Mick, and we decided to come back here that night for dinner as it was reasonably priced, and they have a restaurant next door. There was a bar, there was a gambling area, there was a restaurant, there was plenty of decently priced, reasonably tasty food, and you're supporting surf lifesavers and surfers when you go there. Now I've got an apology to make and a confession to make. I left my camera back at the apartment, so the nighttime footage is not great quality. I'm so sorry. My phone just isn't as good as my camera. Now here's Wahlburgers that I mentioned. That is a nice place to eat, definitely recommend it. And coming up is the iconic surfer sign at night. Walking down Cavell Ave, on the left here was some guy who was just playing super loud AC/DC music and hoping people would put money in his cup for it. I mean, you've got to admire his guts, I suppose. There were some genuine street entertainers, singers and various other types of entertainers as we walked down the avenue. Surfer's Paradise, Cavell Avenue at night is really quite special. It's a fun place to be. I think this is called the Slingshot. It's a sort of a bungee type attraction at the bottom of Cavell Ave. It has never appealed to me. I'd have gladly taken you into Ripley's, believe it or not. I've been in there a few times and I love it every time, but they don't let you film in there, so didn't seem much point. Maybe we'll try and find a few other attractions that do let you film and come back to surfers again sometime soon.
Cavell Ave at night.
Grabbing the tram or the light rail if you prefer home is just 2 stops, 50 cents. Well worth it when you've got tired feet and you're just looking forward to another spa bath.
Just had a lovely spa bath. Gee, it's noisy out here, isn't it? The door does a great job on keeping the noise out.
Having a final cup of coffee on the balcony, watching the sunrise before we head back home on the Monday morning. Now let's talk about costs. The rooms cost $499 Australian dollars for the Saturday and Sunday night in March, which is autumn in Queensland. I wouldn't pay that again. As you know, I was very disappointed with the facilities. I was very unhappy with the sauna and the outside spa pool. Very, very happy with the spa bath. The rooms themselves were clean and nice, but yeah, just based on that, I wouldn't come back to the Sovereign if I'm being honest. That's just my opinion. Maybe those things don't matter to you at all. It was still really pleasant having the spa bath and having the nice spacious rooms. I've also popped up some costings for the restaurants that we ate in. I hope that's helpful to you. Thanks for dropping by and heist you back.